Today on this very sad day, death of Brodie Lee, we are in fact going to review AEW and NXT. And for some reason in wrestling, when someone uses a camcorder, they always put up like the battery thing and the round red dot. Which, yes, when you looked through it, you saw that. But that shit never came out on the tape.
Right. Indy Hartwell, you have proven yourself loyal. You have proven yourself worthy of the family nickname. I christen you Indie Wrestling.
Just fucking stop beating the guy. There's 50 fucking people on this roster that Leon Ruff can go out there and beat. I've seen him vanish and come back about 4 times in the last 6 months. Now it's just like, oh, he's back again. Great. Yes. Have some lame match, and then he's going to disappear again.
I know Wardlow's an asset, but he's also an asshole.
I mean, the one thing you could do if you really trust these two guys is they go to a 20-minute draw.
Those guys going 20 minutes would be awful television.
We don't know that, but...
No, I know that.
They talked about how the Bucks have been kissing Dave's ass to get star ratings.
Yes.
Excellent.
Callus's gimmick is that he's a gimmick.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
he is a gimmick, but like that's also his gimmick.
But his gimmick is that he's a gimmick.
Yes. There was a time when the Young Bucks did like a lot of moves, and it was all about moves, and it was just craziness. And sometimes they still do that, but they are a fucking all-time great tag team.
Yes.
Preach. We do this thing at the end where we vote.
Yes.
On which show we like better. I figure we may as well give you a guest vote.
And I was fixing to pick NXT until they got to the main event. And on the main event alone, I'd have to pick AEW.
I'm also going to vote AEW. Except for the Gargano Christmas stuff, I thought it was just top to bottom a better show. I didn't think it was a very close contest this week.
This was a 10-9,
Okay.
but a close fight.
Sure.
That's fair.
I give it to AEW.
What was your favorite present?
Better be mine.
Let's see, Joel Osteen tape. I charge it up and can listen to it anytime I want.
You charge it up and can listen to it?
Uh-huh.
Well, was it not a great toaster oven, Granny?
If it's just a toaster and I can't eat toast, I don't really know what I can put in it.
You asked for a toaster oven. What did you think you were going to get when you asked for that?
A roaster oven, not a toaster.
You wanted a roaster oven, and I was told to get you a toaster oven.
I didn't say I wanted one.
I was even sent a link for the toaster oven that you wanted. Now you're telling me you actually wanted a roaster?
Uh-huh. Your Christmas show?
Yeah.
Would you believe I sat here and wrote down every one of your swear words?
I would not have doubted it for 1 second, Granny.
Could you repeat them, please?
Granny, I never swear in front of Paisley.
Hasn't she already cursed?
Yeah, she did the other day.
Aha!
She goes, I'm pissing. I said, what?
What is the most impressive thing Bryan ever did?
Found a woman.
That's right. Tito Santana versus Randy Savage. Randy Savage was back there in 85. He must be pretty old.
Well, he's deceased.
Wait a minute. I'm thinking of, who was the other Randy?
Orton.
You mistook Randy Orton for the Macho Man Randy Savage?
Yes, I did.
You're right over there, Craig?
Craig's dying.
I think you killed Craig, Granny.
Why?
I'm good.
Okay, so
Joel Osteen branded MP3 player.
Really?
I should make a cube.
Get your ass in gear. Lift some goddamn weights.
Don't be a geek.
Sorry. I'm sorry. That's a really good idea, actually.
Tori vowed to paddle her ass in the paddle match tonight.
She says she'll get the paddle in their spanking match and beat some class into her.
She's going to beat some class into her firm ass. I was offered that job once.
Excuse me?
Beg your pardon?
Not that job.
What job you offered? Who were you paddling?
You're an idiot. It's actually 9:40 here on the West Coast when we're starting. A large number of fuckers are already in 2021. Although I have been told from those who are currently living in the year 2021 that it's still pretty fucking shitty.
Every segment on NXT seems to have no relation to what happened to that character the week before.
The older I get, the less I understand wrestling, it seems. Except when I watch AEW, then I seem to understand everything. So it's weird.
Mercedes Martinez versus a geek.
Yeah, I don't even know this geek's name. Like,
Valentina FEROZ.
excuse me?
F-E-R-O-Z.
Throzen.
FEROZ.
Therosen.
No, F, Brian. F, like fiddle.
Spell her last fucking name for me.
I have like 4 times. F-E-R-O-Z.
F-E-R-O... FEROZ. and Scarlett's sitting on it. She's like writhing on this thing.
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm not even going to say what somebody said on our board.
As long as there's violence and carrying crosses involved, Scarlett's a fan.
We are told 1 week before their final last woman standing match
Yes.
that they've been friends for like 4 fucking years.
It's a long-term
What?
story. One of these LHP guys got a win over The Miz on Raw. And Vic
Yes.
Joseph asks Wade about beating The Miz. The Miz? The Miz? You want to ask me what it's like to beat The Miz? It's easy. And that is a very, very, very stacked 2-hour
There's
minus
a
commercials
lot of big stuff in 2
Wednesday night
hours.
show.
There's going to be a lot of matches on the show, so
Sounds that
won't be
way.
a good opportunity to do a lot of wackiness. This could be a takeover caliber 2-hour show.
AEW Dynamite, December 30th, 2020, a show pretty much everyone's going to remember for a long, 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 long time.
The greatest tribute show I've ever seen.
For the 10 or 50 minutes out there, it was a return to normalcy and a relief and an escape of doing what they love. And as soon as that ref counts 3, reality sinks in again. And they were all just crushed. It was so hard to watch.
They gave something to the fans. They gave the wrestlers an outlet. They let the wrestlers go out there and wear Brodie's clothes and do his moves.
Yep.
They gave something to the kid who had the time of his life. This was a fucking perfect tribute show.
Lance comes out. He's dressed like essentially Luke Harper, which is Brodie Lee's gear for the first decade of his career.
This was a show where, like, when you lost all hope in wrestling,
Yes.
all of a sudden in 2 hours you were reminded how fucking awesome pro wrestling could be.
But this is the first appearance of full-bore, unadulterated, pure babyface John Silver. And it was fucking great.
Every time he says Rowan, Excalibur's screaming, Redbeard!
He's trying to correct
Redbeard!
him so hard.
And Jericho's screaming over and over again. I'm screaming with him. It's the Vintner! The Vintner is here!
And MJF turns around and somebody passed this kid a kendo stick. And this 7-year-old, as hard as he could, hit MJF in the head.
It was 10 stars.
Yeah.
It was fucking perfect from the moment it was time for this match until they went to the next segment. This was perfect. It was absolutely perfect professional wrestling. It was one of the most wonderful things I've ever seen in my life.
Seeing Eric Rowan, this big, monstrous ogre of a man, broken. And that spoke to what Brodie Lee meant to all these people and how wonderful he must have been. I never got a chance to speak to him, and one thing I realized over the past week is that is clearly my detriment. I never got a chance to talk to him.
I could not believe that after this horrific year, we got such a wonderful wrestling show on like the last day.
Out of almost the last hour, yes.
It's horrible that this is why it happened, but man, it was almost impossible to believe. Yeah. How did this show happen in 2020?
It is an amazing thing.
I don't think we need to vote today. It's irrelevant.
Including Craig's guest vote last week, the final standings are AEW 63, NXT 16 with 22 ties.
Happy New Year, everybody! Thank you for 20. I don't even know how to say it.
We hope that we helped you get through this awful, awful year a little bit better than it would have been without us.
Thank you for 2021. How about that?